How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a new video by Rider Infusion, here to hopefully infuse you guys with some good content. Now, you've probably seen or read the title of this video, and you probably clicked on this video because you're curious to see or hear what it is that I'm going to talk about. And really, I feel like this topic, this thing that I'm going to talk about, isn't really something that's talked about. People almost avoid it altogether, and a lot of people just associate motorcycles and riding on bikes as just this tranquil, peaceful, calm, relaxing type of thing to do. And as true as that is, there are some rules that apply to that. Because, well, it's not always like that. And let me explain why. When you first start riding a bike on the streets, and if you're completely new to motorcycling, to two-wheeled motorized machines, it can honestly be a bit daunting to get started because there's just so much going on when you're on a bike. You're not only just worried about, where you ride and how you ride and to keep safe, but you're also worried about how you're controlling your bike. You're thinking about your clutch use, your brake use, your throttle use. There's the aspect of, or there's the part of just controlling your bike, riding it, and then there's also the part of just being a safe rider. And when you put those two things together, motorcycling can honestly sometimes be kind of stressful. Driving a car is extremely relaxing, especially if you're a motorcyclist that rides the streets a fair good amount. Then I think you'll know what I'm talking about. When you get on a car after riding a bike, a car just seems so relaxing, just so chill. Yes, you're worried about traffic. Yes, you're worried about who might pull out in front of you or whatever. But you're not as worried for your life as you are when you're on a bike, because you've got a cage around you. I mean, you're just better protected than you are when you're on a bike. And motorcycles don't share that relaxing trait as it is on a car. There's just a lot more going on all the time, things that you need to be looking out for, doing, positioning yourself in a certain way, riding cautiously, having good bike control, etc., etc. And it's just reality. When you first start riding, motorcycles can be they can be a little stressful because you feel like you're always thinking about something. You're always worried perhaps about something. Now, to be a good motorcycle rider, you constantly have to be aware of your surroundings. You can't ride and just zone out. There shouldn't be such a thing. If you are zoning out, you're doing something wrong. Like, your attention to detail, attention to how or what traffic is doing, what every driver on the road around you is doing is far greater. The attention is far greater on a bike than it is on a car. That is, if you're really focused on being a safe defensive rider. So when you first start riding, it's not really going to be relaxing. Now, if you're coming from, riding dirt bikes, for example, and you've got years of experience riding dirt bikes, and you get on a motorcycle, that is going to be a completely different situation. You're used to two wheels, you're used to clutch, brake, throttle control, just general two-wheeled control. That's different. But if you're just hopping on a motorcycle and you want to get into motorcycling and it's not something you've ever really done, you just have to remember that it's okay for it to be a little stressful, a little, you're going to be a little scared here and there in different types of situations, and that's normal. That's okay. Now, how do you get past it? How do you become more relaxed on a motorcycle? And really, I don't even know if the word relaxed is, I don't even know if there's such a thing as becoming more relaxed on a motorcycle. I think your attention to what's going on with traffic and just being a cautious defensive rider, you don't ever get to relax on that part. But the more that you ride, all that stuff just becomes second nature. You just start thinking about it less. You just do it automatically. And so when you do something automatically, when you don't really have to think about what it is that you're doing, that's when it becomes more relaxing. That's when it becomes less stressful. So think about it this way. When you get hired to a new job, the first days, first week, whatever it is, are going to be stressful. You're going to be thinking about, did I do everything correctly? What do I do now in this situation, etc., etc. And then the longer that you work, the more that you work, the more everything that you do just becomes second nature. The job becomes easier, the job becomes more relaxing, and it's very similar to how it is on a bike, on a motorcycle. The more you ride, the more your defensive riding habits just become second nature, where you don't think about them. You just do them. You just watch for certain things and you ride better the more you ride. Well, at least that's how it's supposed to be. I know that not everybody is that way. There are some people that have a hard time of learning how to be safe and responsible on motorcycles. And I'm not talking about gear and the type of gear that you wear. I'm talking about the way that you ride, because the way that you ride will either hurry up the process in you getting into an accident, or it will delay the process in you getting into an accident, or hopefully it will prevent you from ever getting into an accident. And that should be the goal. The goal should be to ride well and ride good enough to where you're hopefully never going to have an accident or a collision with anyone else. So to sum everything up, if you're riding motorcycles right now and things are a little bit stressful, you're kind of worried about, sometimes you might also kind of feel on edge and uneasy while you're riding, because you almost feel like everyone's out to get you in terms of other cars, switching lanes on you, pulling out in front of you, or whatever else it is. Just remember that the more you ride, the more you do it, the more second nature it'll become, the easier it'll become to do everything that you're doing on your bike. Controlling the bike will become easier. You'll get better at the control part of riding the bike. You'll get better at noticing traffic and, cars to look out for, cars to stay away from as you ride. All of that will come eventually. So keep riding, you guys. Keep riding, keep practicing. Stay away from busy areas, stay away from heavy traffic if you can, and ride in an area that is, more relaxed, more chill, so that you can kind of focus more on just your riding instead of, trying to dodge every car that is around you. Keep practicing, keep riding, having fun, and, motorcycling is a lot of fun. It's just when you first start off, it's a little more stressful than it is driving a car, and that's just what comes with riding a motorcycle. You either love it or you hate it. And for me, going on about 12 years since I've started riding motorcycles on the street, I absolutely love it. Guys, let me know down in the comment section below if you're a new rider, or for maybe you've been riding for a while, just not that much. Let me know how it is for you. Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling confident in how you ride, where you ride, or is it kind of stressful? Let me know. I'd love to see what you guys are going through. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and if you did enjoy this video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.